So you would know by now yang the best benchmark for quality has always been Toyota. Yeah. So when we talk about the North Star, okay, the true North Star of quality, also people can mention Toyota. So Toyota is not associated with their innovativeness. It's also not associated with their product design and whatnot. But they are associated with dependability and also reliability. All right. Now, when we talk about this also, have you guys read the case study that I have uploaded? Have you guys read that? Ada siapa-siapa yang belum read dan memerlukan masa untuk baca tak? Sebab saya nak masuk terus ke discussion. Have you guys read that? Kalau ada baca, give a sign. Kalau ada yang perlukan masa untuk baca pun, bagi tahu saya. So, have you guys read that? Dah baca belum? Tak baca lagi? Tak baca lagi? Okay, so kalau macam tu, Khairunisa jawab. Okay, kalau tak baca lagi, dekat dalam learning zone tu dah ada dah. Case study 1, ada 2 case study. Ya, dan salah satu daripada, ada 3 file kat situ. Ada satu case study number 1, case study number 2, case number yang 3 tu dia PowerPoint, dalam PowerPoint punya file tu itu adalah question. Ya, question yang akan kita go through for this class. Now, so in that case saya bagi tak begitu panjang sangat case dia dan case dia pun tak begitu complicated sangat. So saya bagi you setengah jam. Okay, so kita akan start discussion pada pukul 3 petang untuk menjawab soalan-soalan dalam PowerPoint slide tu. So please first, you tak boleh jawab case tadi kalau you tak baca case. So kalau apa yang kita buat dalam kelas face to face adalah memang kita akan bagi masa setiap kali at least 30 minit untuk membaca case study yang diberikan. So kalau you tengok dalam learning zone tu ada 2 case study, please read both of those case study. And then barulah saya akan share the slide for question tu, baru kita akan tengok soalan tu. So tak payah tengok soalan tu lagi, tolong tengok the case study. Okay, so I give you 30 minutes, use it wisely untuk baca thoroughly so that you can answer the question soon. Ada soalan tak? Kalau tak ada soalan, then you can proceed. Ahmed, are you there? Ahmed?
Yes, doctor.
You can hear me?
Yes, doctor.
Okay, so please read the 2 case study. I give you 30 minutes, okay? We will start back at 10 minutes after 3. Tu 3.10 kita akan balik ke sini 3.10 untuk jawab soalan setiap satu yang dikemukakan. Case study ini adalah menjurus kepada fokusnya adalah kepada quality. So pay attention to the quality system, pay attention to the quality deployment, and pay attention to customer complaint for quality issues. Itu 3 poin yang sangat penting. So tolong understand the problem first, because of course macam biasa saya akan suruh you describe the problem, and then we will go through one by one. Alright? Okay, so you can start now. 3-10 minit kejap lagi kita akan resume the class.
Doktor. Case study Toyota Recall 1/1 ke?
Ya ada 2 kes kan kat situ. Satu,
Ada.
ya. Tapi ke saya upload benda yang sama? Tak kot. Saya ada 2.
Ada 2. Sekejap
Betul.
saya tengok yang 2 punya.
Tajuknya satu, Toyota Case Study 1 dalam kurungan 1, Toyota Case Study 2. So you read both of it. Baca keduanya.
Alright, doktor.
Alright. Takut kita tak cukup masa. Alright. Okay, Muhammad Syawal Abidin ada tak?
Ada.
Okay, Muhammad Syawal, tolong baca soalan 1 dan answer the question in English please.
For the question 1, describe the quality problem that Toyota user faced. How serious was the issue? So for the answer is Toyota faced the floor mat issue, and then brake problem and sticky gas pedal. So how serious was the issue? When the driver Max Sailor crash was bent on wrong floor mats and causing pedal entrapment. So the brake rotor was damaged, including enduro braking. There were 4 occupants killed in the crash.
Okay. Is that all?
One more, Toyota has killed 89 people and received 6,200 complaints. That's all from me.
Okay. The question number 2. Kasim, can you please elaborate what are your take on question number 2? So question number 2, what is the most problematic elements that you can pick up from reading about the case?
What I can pick up from the reading is we must make the issue visible. Boleh nampak tu. Yang the hidden problems are the ones that become serious threat eventually if the problem are revealed for everybody to see. I will feel reaction if there are problems that go beyond our immediate the capability to deal with them. We must stop if necessary, postpone the project and growth. That's all from me.
All right. So for this number 2 question, okay, so that is the input from Kasim. Okay, I want to hear more from other people as well. So what are actually the elements? Okay, what are actually the problem when we talk about the issue from the given by the case study? So let's see. Hold on. Shukri, can you elaborate some more? What exactly is the problem?
Toyota not build a car from the quality, but and the and not the customer, dia tak dengar masalah customer.
And others?
Not build for the quality for the car product.
Okay, so what exactly is the issue? What is the name of the issue? Aini Sophia, you want to chip in? Aini Sophia?
Yes, doctor.
Yeah. So can you please chip in? What else? What exactly is the issue? So Kasih mentioned something. Shukri also mentioned something. So what exactly is the issue? If you are asked to point out what is the main issue exactly? Recall back your BJMQ, quality management.
Doctor, the assurance quality.
Okay, yeah, that is the element inside. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. Right now, I'm picking out what exactly, what all those things that you mentioned just now, the one that Shukri mentioned, Kasi mentioned, what exactly, remember your BJMQ paper. When we have problem, what is the thing that we have to do? Just now you mentioned already a bit, Kasi. What do you call that? Recall back you punya BJMQ. What is that? Aini, boleh tolong tak?
Quality control.
Quality control is one. There's one more. There is one more. When you have issue, when you want to start a quality program, when you want to introduce something new, when you have problem, what must you do if you are a part of a quality system? What must you do? Kasim bagi tahu tu betul dah. But what is the term? What is the word? Aini, come on.
Yes.
What must you do when you have an issue? Let's say Kasim is in production, in manufacturing, but Aini Sophia is in the distributor. So the distribution side. So Aini has a distribution center in Alustar, but Kasim has a manufacturing facility in KL. The problem was found by Aini in Alustar. What must Aini do when she found the problem? Kelas BGMQ, come on. Apa you kena buat? What must you do? Operation manager, what must you do? Operation manager katalah Kasing is the operation manager. But dia tak tahu ni. Macam kes Toyota ni lah. Dia tak tahu pun. The one that is now the one that knew about the problem is Aini, who is in Alustar. So Aini, what must you do? BJMQ 307 apa? 3013. Bila jumpa masalah kena buat apa? Benda tu lah yang Toyota tak buat. That is what Toyota did not do. What is it?
Stopkan production.
How? Okay, siapa jawab tu? Syukri kan?
Ah.
Syukri adalah distributor. You cannot stop the production. Kasing is the one that has the ability to stop the production.
Kalau take note and inform to the HQ headquarters.
Yes, you have to communicate the quality problem. Sharing and communicating is two different things. Sharing, you letak kat Facebook tu pun sharing. But when you have a quality problem, quality circle, remember your quality circle, your quality team, when anyone inside a quality system found a problem, in this case, Toyota distributor. Toyota ada two portion. One is the distributor, the one who are selling the product to customer. The other one is the manufacturer. Remember I mentioned last class, the manufacturer can be anywhere. It could be in Thailand. It could be in Indonesia. Could be in Malaysia. The distributor also can be anywhere. So if let's say we buy Toyota Rush, the distributor is in Malaysia, but the manufacturer is in Indonesia. So one is in Malaysia, the other one is in Indonesia. So the one that received the problem in this case study is the distributor. What the distributor failed to do is that they failed to convey the quality problem to the manufacturer. So a lesson to you is that as an operation manager, as a quality manager, you cannot react to any problem if you are not informed. Kalau kamu tak bagi tahu masalah tu, macam mana hilang dah tahu? That's the issue. So quality communication. This is about quality team. You should be able to know in case of any problem, who should I contact? Now, later on when you join a company, you will be introduced to what is called a quality manual. The one that you learn with Dr. Cik Azlan, Dr. Rosman Iting, BJMP, not 3013, the other one tu. Quality system. So bila kamu masuk kilang, when you join, whether it's a factory, whether it's a service sector, you will be given a quality manual. If the company already achieved ISO 901, they even have a better quality system. So you will be given a quality manual. Inside that quality manual, there is a standard operating procedure which is compulsory, ya. Mesti ada SOP tu. That SOP is called customer complaint handling. Sometimes it is also just named customer complaint SOP. In that SOP, you will see, okay, how anyone in the company, whether you are the manufacturer, whether you are the customer, anyone in the quality system should handle complaint. So if you receive any complaint, who to call, the number, the handphone number is even stated there. Especially if you produce very high risk product, baby food, for example, vaccine, for example. So everything can be traced back to the manufacturer. But why do we do that? Why do we have a special SOP on sharing? Kenapa kita tak kata viral je lah kalau masalah? Why? Why in quality you have that is because everything must be recorded. Sebab tu saya kata tadi, Kasih jawab tadi, Syukri jawab tadi dah betul. But the whole thing is about communicating the quality problem to the source of the product. So the source of the product is not at the distribution center. The source of the product is at manufacturing site. In this case, if you look carefully, Toyota manufacturing site did not receive the earlier complaint, earlier notification until there are death. There were death already. Ada orang mati dah baru dia dapat komplain tersebut. It's too late. Padahal acceleration issue was reported much earlier, before anyone died yet. The issue in this study is that acceleration and braking system. So basically, when the customer step, when the driver step on the acceleration, on the minyak, pijak minyak je, the car went straight ahead very quickly and can't be stopped. So they crash. So that is a serious issue. As a distributor, how can you ignore that? This is not color issue. This is not about the seating kulit yang menyaluti tempat duduk. No, this is about the engine issue. Right? So in quality management system, it doesn't matter if you have 1 million SOP. It doesn't matter if you have all the ISO in the world, everything also you are certified. It does not matter if you do not communicate properly. That is the umbrella of quality management. Everything must be communicated clearly, precisely to the right person. You have to communicate the good things as well as the bad thing. When you want to introduce a new quality system, you must communicate to everyone. If you want to introduce lean manufacturing system, you must communicate to your workers so that they understand. Those are the things that will support the mission and vision of the company. This one back to operation strategy. Mission and vision of the company must be supported by the operational element in the factory or in the organization. So semua engineer, all the engineers, all the sub-managers, all the supervisors must understand the same concept. Okay, that is quality communication, right? All right, let's move on to the next one. Number 3. What is question number 3? Question number 3, what are your opinions in regard to Toyota responses to its customer complaint? Okay, saya dah terang banyak untuk question number 2 tu. So in your opinion, okay, for question number 3, what is your major opinion on how Toyota treat the customer complaint? Now, please also look at the location that this accident happened. When you review, bila kamu buat review tentang elemen ni, look at where it happened. Ada tak faktor-faktor lain yang menyebabkan this happen? Alright, saya minta Haikal Hakimi, can you answer question number 3? Haikal, are you there? Ya, dengar. Ya, answer number 3 please.
Dengar tak? Remove my emotional boleh tak?
Sorry, go again.
Remove remove emotional. So step 1 remove your emotional.
Remorse, you mean? Feeling of guilt, ya? Is that what Haikal is trying to say? Tak ada rasa bersalah. Is that what you saying? Apa yang Haikal cuba bagi tahu? Try in Malay. Cakap Malay. Saya translate ke English. What are you trying to say?
Kiranya macam setiap permasalahan daripada Toyota tu kita ambil sebagai satu take note lah macam tu.
Okay, so nak menjawab soalannya tu, what are your opinions in regard to Toyota responses?
Kita macam kita rasa apa macam apa yang customer rasa macam tu.
Okay, so what is your opinion in regards to that response? Right now, the person who did not respond is where? Where is the location of the cause? Where is the location of all those crashes? Where is it?
Take note setiap benda yang berlaku.
No, I'm asking you, where is the location of the crashes? All those accidents, where's the location? Where was the location? Kat negara mana yang jadi sebenarnya?
Yang mana?
All those accidents, where did it happen?
US.
In US. Where is the manufacturing facility for that model? Who are the one who respond? In US or in Japan?
US.
US crash. Distributor, of course, dekat US. Betul tak? Distributor yang terlibat dekat US, correct? The distribution center, is it in US?
Jepun pun. Kayaknya dua-dua negara lah macam tu.
Tak, kat mana yang crash tu? Kat mana yang crash? Kau tengok location, kat mana yang crash? Isu tu besarnya kat mana? Remember I talk about multinational corporation? So where exactly it happened?
Crash tu dekat US, betul?
Okay, crash dekat US. So why do you think they are so slow? Operation manager kena fikir macam tu lah. Kenapa lambat? Kenapa lambat? HQ dia kat mana? HQ Toyota kat mana?
Dekat Jepun.
Dekat Jepun. Masalah yang terjadi dekat US. So mungkin tak ada isu lain yang menyebabkan benda tu dah sampai lambat. Anyone nak tolong Haikal? Haikal dah kelip-kelip dah tu.
Lack of communication. Boleh.
Lack of communication, betul? These are two different countries. Okay, remember we talked about multinational corporation last class. Different country, cultural issue ada masalah. Cultural issue ada masalah, communicating issue ada masalah, everything bermasalah. You are going to cross different country. So if this has happened in Japan or in other Asia country, chances are the communication will be much faster, more efficient. This is also why multinational corporation prefer to send their own people from the headquarters. This is why you see some Japanese working in the Honda manufacturing plant in Pahang. This is the reason why you can see some Malaysian working in meat processing factory in Australia. We send our own people so that this communication issue, this communicating barrier, the communication barrier between multinational corporation can be eliminated. Itulah sebabnya. So as a operation manager, when you want to subcon your service or when you want to operate in different country, these are one of the operation strategy that you must think about. Do I need a representative from Malaysia to be in China because I decided to open a factory in China? Do I need that? Do I need to send one Malaysian to Indonesia? Those are the things that must be considered. Now, those fall under operation strategy. Okay? So, tak mudah jadi operation manager. Sampai kena fikir dengan banyaknya. Atika Maisara, your hands is up. Apa nak tanya?
Doctor, other than the communication barrier, can I say that because Toyota is feeling superior because the company itself, the company realized that it's one of the most largest company in the world and also the second largest manufacturer of automobile. Also, it stated that it has 28 production facilities all around the world. So I would say communication barrier tu maybe one of the factor, but since it states that dia ada 28 facilities, so it's actually easy for them to communicate sebab dia tentu ada wakil. However, I think they take the complaints slightly because they feel superior, because they realize that they're a big company. Even if they lost one customer, there would still be other customers coming. So sebab tu lah dia ambil remeh je that complaint, dia buat lambat-lambat. Saya rasa lah doktor.
Okay, thank you very much. That is a very good input. Now, if this involve other company, what Atika Masara said is that yes, that is one of the component or one of the element that we must consider. Now, again, you must understand who the company belong to. Now, Toyota is through and through Japanese company where they prided themselves as the best in quality. Yeah. This is why I highlighted the fact that it happened in America. The product is produced in America, the product is used in America, the complaint happened in America, it was not transported back to Japan. The truth was, they actually conducted a huge investigation on this matter. The truth is, how an American business see a customer complaint and defect is not the same as the Japanese see it in Japan or in their culture. Now, what Atika said just now is about pride because I dah bagus lah, so impossible this will happen. Now, that is how the Americans see it. We are too good. It is impossible that this happened to us. So let's not do a thorough check. Now, had they given the opportunity to the Japanese counterpart to find out about this issue, the response will not be the same. But inilah masalahnya multinational corporation. Sometimes you can transfer a factory, you can transfer the concept. It is very difficult to transfer the culture. Now, if you notice, for Asian countries such as Japan, Korea, Taiwan, if there is an incident, especially if it involves death, the top people, the number one, will take responsibility. Kamu tahu kan yang kes Korea, dia punya ferry rosak dan menenggelamkan a lot of people yang meninggal tu? The captain killed himself. Japanese also have the same culture. Dia rasa malu bila dia buat mistake. So they try their very best to avoid making mistake. However, how do you train someone in another country with a different background to feel the same way, to feel so responsible to the product? This is where, after this incident, Toyota started to introduce more culture awareness program. They started to ask or bring the major factory representative from all around the world to come to the headquarters to make sure that they align their understanding, they align their belief system. Now, let me tell you one story about an incident in Malaysia. It's not really an incident. The practice that is now still being practiced. Yeah? There are two companies in Malaysia that really embedded or really absorb and practice the synchronization of culture. One of it is Modernas. Now, Modernas originally adopt the Japanese culture. Now, they have so many suppliers at that time. Yeah? They have so many suppliers. So in Malaysia, we don't control our supplier like Japan control their suppliers. We don't have the type of relationship that is close enough that we can actually go to supplier facility and give them free advice, give them improvement tips. We don't do that. Modernas is one of the local company that started that culture. Why did they do that? They realized that in Malaysia, we treat our suppliers just like an outsider, even though we buy major components from them. We don't adopt them. We don't treat them like they are part of our company. And when they do that, when we treat our supplier like that, what happens is that the supplier does not give the best to you. A lot of reject product, the rate of rejected goods are very high, and this costs a lot of money to Modernas. So they review back the whole system and they realize that we must adopt the real Japanese culture. Yeah, the real Japanese culture treats suppliers just like they are part of the company itself. Everything the Moderna's headquarters in Kedah do, the supplier also must do. If Moderna's go for ISO 9002, supplier also must go for ISO 9002. If Moderna say all my engine must be environmentally free, environmentally friendly, so the supplier also must support by using parts and equipment that is environmentally friendly. So they did that. Okay, that is the Moderna's culture. That is how they change from making average product to making very good product. Okay. Second case is Intel. Now, Intel is slightly different from Moderna's because Intel come from US. Now, Intel also adopted the same culture that was supported or that was proposed by Japanese. We must treat everyone to as part of the family. So when one person or one entity think that quality is very important, then the rest of the organization and extended organization will think the same. That is why if you ada rezeki one day, you join Intel, ask them about the Intel culture. They rebrand the culture, the practice is actually a quality practice. They rebrand it to be Intel culture. So, sebab itulah from there, you will get Intel University, Intel Village, everything. They rebrand everything as their culture. Okay, so this is a multinational corporation. Now, unfortunately, during the time of incident in US, Toyota has not done that. So America in a very haywire system, remember, the competitor for Toyota is US brand car maker, Ford and whatnot. Ford went down. Ford went down and Honda take over as the number one car in US. Now, what happened is, while they managed to capture the market, the US market widely, they still did not manage to incorporate the culture of Asia in America. Now, America is a very individualized country, so they prefer their own culture. So this has become, sampailah terjadinya incident, all this incident which caused a lot of death. And at one point, the CEO, the president of Toyota was asked to go to their Senate. Okay, dia macam kita punya parliament lah. So when there, and the president basically has to apologize to the government of America for causing this problem, for causing all this death. Ya, waktu itulah baru Toyota, then only Toyota realized that they have made a big mistake. They did not manage to turn or to change the mentality of the manufacturing side of America to follow the quality standard of Japan. Okay, after that incident, yeah, there are several other quality issue, including safety issue also. And however, it was properly dealt with, because by that time Japan already, Toyota has already realized that it is not good enough to be the best at manufacturing something. It is also important that everyone who work for Toyota bear the same respect toward their quality principle. Yeah. So isu kualiti Toyota ni dibangkitkan banyak kali ya, sebab dia tak pernah lagi ada syarikat, wakil syarikat dipanggil ke Senat, wakil syarikat luar dipanggil ke Senat US untuk meminta maaf. Dia biasa panggil syarikat di US juga, macam dia panggil Facebook owner, ya. Dia saudara Mark Zuckerberg datang ke Senate dan bagi tahu pasal privacy of data semua tu. Itu normal sebab Mark Zuckerberg memang American. So dia kena panggil ke parlimen dia tu, no problem lah. Tapi ini orang luar dipanggil untuk minta maaf. So nampak isu tu macam tak ada apa-apa sangat until mati one by one lah. Alright? Okay, Atika, thank you very much. Very good input. So yes, as an operation manager, you also have to consider that. Yeah, sometimes the attitude is nanti kita ada masa kita akan go through actual incident. The second part of the semester, saya akan share dengan you the impact of the impact of severe impact in terms of failure of the operation manager to react properly bila ada conflict dan bila ada issue. Yeah, so operation manager cannot make this mistake. This mistake is very costly. Kalau kata tak sebabkan kematian pun, the recall, the financial setback of the recall product is extremely high. Right, so let's move on to the next question. So question seterusnya, okay. If you are the operation manager in Toyota at the time of the crisis, list down the step that you would have taken during the crisis. Okay. Ada dua part dekat soalan ni. Operation manager ni bukan kat manufacturing saja. Kadang-kadang operation manager ada juga untuk for multinational corporation, ya. When we talk about operation manager, you have to remember, the organizational structure is different. You have an operating manager in the country. You also have regional operating manager. So regional operating manager will not only look at the manufacturing part. It will look at manufacturing and service part of the whole organization for certain region. So if it's Asia, then for Asia. Okay, so let's see, anyone want to give it a try? Siapa ni label dia kat dia punya computer club HEP cluster academic ni? Kenapa nama you club cluster?
Saya doktor.
Apa pasal kamu punya Webex yang tu?
Sebab saya terlupa nak log out Webex saya. Sebab semalam saya ada rasa program.
Okey, suara orang-orang HEP lah ni. Okey, siapa nama? Sebab tak ada nama kan? Takkan saya letak club HEP kot. So, kita maafkan lah.
Husna Hanim. Husna Hanim.
Husna Hasni. Husna Hani. Mana Husna Hasni? Nur Husna Hanim Halim. Betul?
Betul.
Okay. So please explain or please take the role of the operation manager. What would you do? Step by step. Apa you buat kalau ini case ni terjadi dan melibatkan you? Let's say you start from the US side. And then how kita kata US side ada Husna kat situ. And then sampai ke Malaysia side ada Nurul Fazira. Nurul Fazira ada? Saya nampak dia colour biru dengan kaca tingkap dia semua colour biru tu. So let's say Husna ada dekat US. Okay. Nurul ada dekat mana Nurul? Nurul Fazira. Okay, cantik nama dia. Okay, Nurul ada dekat dekat Malaysia. Saya nak dengar dulu apa yang kamu nama. Apa yang Husna Hanim akan buat? Let's say you are the regional operation manager in US. What will you do? Step by step. Katakan tak jadi kematian beramai-ramai lagi. Baru ada semua komplain. What will you do? So kalau dalam operation, dalam quality management tu ada step by step what to do. Saya tak tahu lah kamu ingat tidak. Dalam buku teks quality management tu ada step by step what I must do kalau ada customer complaint. How you must treat it. Nak buat apa tu? Okay. Nak try je.
Maybe first saya akan tengok customer complaint tu, identify what the problem, the crisis happen. So for example, when have crash at San Diego, so it happen because of we identify that it happened because of the pedal entrapment and brake rotor damage. So when I identify that is the problem of the crash, and then for the next step maybe I will improve or improve the technology what we call, macam alat tu mungkin digantikan dengan benda lain. Something like
buat corrective action lah maksudnya. Gunakan term yang betul lah. Quality ni ada apa? Dapat customer complaint, buat investigation, record dalam quality document, and then after that, after record dalam quality document, make sure I buat investigation, kan? So investigation tu, daripada investigation tu, I must connect or I must contact the person in charge in the production area. So lepas dah person in charge di production area to identify, he or she will gather all the quality circle punya people or team, quality team members. They will sit down and start investigation. So they will use whatever quality tool necessary to come up with a report that will highlight what is the cause of the problem, what is the effect of the problem and what not. After which you have to report and you have to do the corrective action. Betul? Betul ke? HCP cluster. Saya baca ni lagi senang, tak baca nama awak. HCP cluster. Okay? Now, Fazira. So that one is in US. That one is in US. Let's say the same model is also produced in kalau dekat Toyota ni kat mana dia punya kilang? Toyota kat KL. Okay, if let's say the same model is also produced in KL. You are the operation manager in KL. But there is no complaint from any buyer in Malaysia. No one crashed, no one died. But the same model. What are you going to do?
Maybe akan discuss with the quality department about the complaint that has been made outside the country. Check all those, check sample of the vehicle. If there is any problem that we need to counter.
Okay, understand what you're trying to say. So Nurul say, Even though there is no complaint in Malaysia, I will do the same investigation. Okay, it's the same model, so I will investigate the same model. See if there is a same issue in those models, just to make sure that it does not, the same problem will not happen in Malaysia as well. Very good. Okay. Now you have to remember, when we talk about multinational corporation, this is the complexity of multinational corporation. When we talk about multinational corporation, yeah, sometimes they manufacture certain part only in one of the country, meaning maybe there is one part in the acceleration system produced in San Diego, and this San Diego factory supply for every Toyota factory in the world. So if the part is associated with one model, it does not mean that it will not affect the other model. That is why even though the quality system is not happening in your facility, as an operation manager, you still must open an investigation. You still must check this. That is called verification process, until you can be assured that no model that is being produced or being sold in your country is having the same problem. So operation manager ni kerjanya bukan mudah itu, semudah itu. So you have to investigate even though tak jadi. Sebab orang sepatutnya kena check quality assurance system, you must check before it happen. Quality control system, you check after it happen. So when the incident involve death, you have to put in place the quality assurance approach, not the quality control approach. I hope you know the difference, yeah? So all these things semua dah belajar. Alright. So let's see the next one. The last one, yeah? Okay. Alright, so number 4 is already done. Okay, so now when we talk about this quality issue in when this incident, I will wrap up the case study. Okay, when this incident happened in US, that was the first time it impacted the performance of Toyota cars around the world, the sales performance. For the first time in a very long time, Toyota was not the number one brand cars in the world. And after they have rectified the problem, okay, this is why it is important to react quickly. When you rectify the problem properly, you have everything, including the investigation, the report, the validation, the verification of quality, everything is put in place. They bounce back after a couple of years. So until now, they are still the number one in terms of sales performance, number one car in the world. Maksudnya kereta daripada brand Toyota merupakan kereta yang paling banyak dijual di seluruh dunia. So they bounce back. Yeah, but it takes them a lot of several years to do that, and it also costs them a lot of money. So if this happened to a small local company, for example, Modena study, or happen dekat Proton, or happen dekat Pro2, it's very difficult to bounce back. Yeah, luckily this is an international company, multinational corporation, which has a lot of financial strength and the ability to capture back their reputation. So that bear in mind when we talk about quality, yeah. Quality system is not something, quality problem also is not something that is easily redeemable. Maksudnya, kalau awak dah lost quality reputation, it's not that easy to get back. Do you remember there is one case in Malaysia, roti hi-fi? Ni tak ada insiden roti hi-fi. Kalau saya tanya, Kasing dia angguk kuat sikit, saya tanya dekat dia. Kasing, kalau sekarang saya kata dekat you pergi pilih banyak-banyak roti, saya bagi duit dekat you pergi beli. Roti yang paling murah kat situ, packaging paling cantik kat situ adalah hi-fi. Awak akan beli itu ataupun awak akan beli Gardenia?
Gardenia.
Kenapa? Sebab awak tak boleh lupakan insiden tu kan. Jadi sebab kualiti. So sekali kita hilang reputasi kualiti tu, itulah dia. Itulah dia. Sampai sekarang hi-fi tak boleh recuperate, padahal dia punya roti, the taste is not bad at all. So sampai sekarang dia tak boleh recuperate. Dia tak boleh nak dapat balik the market that they used to hold in Malaysia. Yeah, one incident saja sudah cukup, and then everything gone. Okay, So that's all for today's class. Sekejap Okay. So untuk next class, again kita akan go through the last case study for this first portion of the semester. And after that kita akan concentrate dekat kita punya e-sulam. Haikal tolong check untuk saya. Kalau untuk bawa student keluar next semester, are we allowed to do that? Maksudnya kamu 26 orang, kalau nak bawa keluar kamu maksudnya satu bas lah kan. So kalau nak bawa keluar untuk lawatan ke kilang dan site visit lah basically. Are we allowed to do that yet or not? Saya tak sure lah itu bawa HEA ke bawa HEP. But find out.
Untuk SEM ni Doktor?
Lepas raya ni, lepas sem break ni. Sebab lepas sem break ni kan dah boleh face to face kan. So I was wondering boleh ke tidak kita site visit. Sebab kalau boleh then ada banyak benda jugalah saya nak kena ubah. Kalau tak boleh pun struggle sikit lah kalau tak boleh tu. So hopefully boleh. Kalau tak boleh saya kena buat banyak aktiviti kat sini lah. Sebab dia cuma bagi arahan dan guideline bahawa ia akan jadi face to face. Tapi dia tak ada bagi tahu yang lain-lain. So saya pun tak pasti. So
Untuk bas Doktor kan?
Sorry?
Untuk bas ke?
Untuk bas dan kebenaran, kalau untuk kebenaran untuk bawa student keluar tu bawa HEP. So, kan kita ada orang HEP tadi. Tu, club HEP cluster tu. Suruh tu, club HEP tu, cluster tu suruh dia check. So, boleh tak? Ya, Khairul, sekarang kat tangan tu.
Kalau untuk bas, boleh Doktor. Sebab kalau Doktor nak bawa keluar, kita akan buat surat daripada Doktor and then kita ada salinan kepada dekan SML. And then Doktor akan sign and kita akan pergi ke unit kenderaan.
Okay, so you need a letter from me signed by the dean herself. So maksudnya lepas break ni kita boleh keluar lah.
Betul.
Okay, Alhamdulillah.
Nanti unit kenderaan tu kita jumpa Encik Mahathir. Mahathir ke? Saya tak silap.
So HEP tak perlukan apa-apa reassurance ke apa? HEP cluster dah panik dah tu.
Ego kan ada dua lah, melalui HEP approval letter dengan surat daripada doktor dengan dekan SML tu je.
Okay, alright. So kalau macam tu kita boleh proceed lah. So I will start actually saya nak bawa awak sama ada saya bawa awak pergi Penang ataupun saya bawa awak pergi Sungai Petani. Kalau pergi Penang, satu tempat je boleh pergi sebab obviously jauh kan. Tapi kalau kita pergi Penang, pergi Sungai Petani, at least you boleh visit dua factory. Sebab dia duduk dekat-dekat dalam satu industrial area. So we'll see how it is. Macam mana pun lepas raya nanti kita buat arrangement and everything untuk buat out. Chances are kena pergi hari Jumaat lah. Sebab saya tak nak mengganggu kelas lain. So, dengan itu juga, lepas sem break ni, tolong bagi tahu kat lecturer you, jangan ganggu kelas saya. So, fair enough tak boleh pergi melawat time kelas Dr. Riz, tak boleh pergi melawat. Sekejap lagi Dr. Riz pergi cekik cari siapa yang pergi melawat time kelas saya. Kelas saya no, tak boleh. Nanti saya bergaduh habis dengan semua orang, tak boleh kelas saya. Sebab kelas kita sangat precious ya. So, saya tak masuk kelas orang jangan masuk kelas saya. Simple. So kalau kita nak pergi visit, kita pergi hari Friday. Tak ada orang ambil paper kokil kan? Tak ada kan? Yang tua-tua ni mana nak ambil? Kokil. Kokil ni budak-budak kecil-kecil tu je. Ada lagi. Nurul Atika, kenapa? Kamu ambil kokil apa?
Saya ambil kokil lambat satu sem.
Itulah pasal. Kokil ni untuk budak-budak kecil je. Kau tak habis lagi. Kena tinggal lah. Siapa tak ada kokil duduklah kau dekat situ. Kita semua pergi keluar. Yang lain boleh buat viral kat dia. Kata kita dah pergi melawat satu tempat tu. Kenapa delay ambil kokil? Mana ada orang ambil kokil semester 6 makcik? Nurul kokil apa?
Kelana siswa.
What on earth is that?
Scout.
Scout? Oh, berkelana everywhere lah maksudnya. Okay. Tak apalah. Awak kena tinggal. Saya bawa 25 orang je. Nurul duduk diam-diam kat situ. Okay, so nanti kita buat arrangement. And we will go visit factory dekat Sungai Petani insyaAllah. Alright? So I'll see you guys again hari Isnin nanti. Ya.
Sorry.
Ya, tak apa kan?
Pasal isulam tu Doktor. Doktor nak jumpa 28 kan Doktor?
Alah, kan HEA keluar kelas sampai 28.
Doktor, before tu ada yang balik kampung kan Doktor? Macam mana Doktor?
Silalah bagi tahu dekat TNCNA. Dia cakap tak boleh balik. Dia kata 28 ada kelas. Kalau tidak, saya pun nak balik awal. Siapa suruh dia balik? Tak bolehlah balik. Dah lah duduk rumah 2 tahun. Sibuk nak balik. Kenapalah kamu ni? Siapa nak balik tu? Biarlah dia balik. Ada wakil tak grup tu?
Kalau semua tak ada wakil macam mana doktor?
Semua tak ada wakil, semua kosong lah. Kenapa saya yang sampai tak ada wakil? Kamu raya pun berapa hari bulan? 3 hari bulan. Ya, saya pun kerja sampai 28. Mana boleh?
Highway jam doktor.
Nak pirah, kau bukannya bawa sendiri, kau naik bas. Memang tak ada langsung. Semua macam tu. Kalau macam tu semua, saya kena ubah 24 hari bulan. 25 hari bulan. Tetapi 28 kelas jangan siapa berani ponting. Boleh tak?
Boleh doktor.
Boleh lah, boleh. Jangan duk janji manis dengan saya. 25 saya jumpa untuk ambil assignment you. Tak apa, 25. So kita hanya siapa yang ada dekat kampus datanglah ya. So siapa yang dah tak ada tu kena not tak ada tu macam mati pula. Yang tak ada di kampus ni hantar wakil. So those kita settle 25 hari bulan tapi semua orang masih kena punch in. Okay, so saya still akan on the Webex untuk 25 hari bulan. So 28 full class macam biasa sebab kita kena habiskan juga case study. Tu saya dah compromise dah, habis compromise. So 28 hari bulan make sure kehadirannya adalah 26 orang. 26. Okay? Boleh tak? Tak ada compromise banyak-banyak. Satu je compromise.
Okay doktor.
Boleh nak? So, ya.
Kalau nak 24 boleh ke doktor?
Tak boleh. 25. Ngada-ngada. Bagi peha nak kepala semua.
Okey, doktor, maknanya kalau jumpa doktor nak maklum doktor dulu ataupun kita datang anytime saja?
Tak, 25 tu saya buka time Saya buka time kelas lah 2 hingga 3.30. Nisa kan tanya ni? Mesti kelas lain pandai dia minta macam tu Kelas lain ada cancel ke? Banyaklah korang. Tak boleh lah. Mana boleh cancel kelas? Tak lagi TNCNA tu belasah saya bukannya belasah kamu. So tak payah. Ia akan berjalan macam biasa. 2 hingga 3.30. Pagi tu saya ada mesyuarat. So saya nak entertain awak pun tak boleh. So 2 hingga 3.30 come in. Saya tunggu awak kat bawah tu. Dekat, awak tahu kan dekat tingkat bawah HTML kan ada seat kayu banyak-banyak tu. Dekat pokok buluh tu. So I will wait for you over there. Sebab saya kat dalam makmal sebenarnya on that day. Saya dalam makmal. So 2.30 tu saya akan on Webex. Tolong scan siapa yang tak ada dah tu. Dan 28 hari bulan kita akan buat case study, habiskan case study. Okay? Okay Nisa, no more compromise nak?
Doktor.
Ya, minta aku
kalau
pula.
Ada saya.
Mana? Siapa? Okay, Aidil.
Kalau wakil ada, boleh ke doktor? Ada orang tanya kalau wakil.
Tadi kan dia cakap wakil.
Oh ya. Okay. Tak perasan.
Sabar je lah. Sesungguhnya saya berpuasa. Jangan marah. Okay. So, 25 hari bulan tu, wakil pun boleh. Boleh. Dengar. Wakil je. Tak payahlah datang ramai-ramai. Sekejap lagi bahaya pula. Kena tak penjarakan dan sebagainya. Hantar wakil dah lah. So, hantar wakil. Lepas tu, kita settlekan. Saya akan bagi you pouch. Akan bagi you envelope. Dalam envelope tu ada instruction untuk isulam dan ada instruction untuk group work. Okay? Isulam memang tak ada case yang sama. Maksudnya semua berbeza. Group work tu sama. Tapi group work tu janganlah meniru each other. Sebab ada benda yang saya tweak dalam tu yang mana jawapan you tak akan sama. Boleh? Okay, ada soalan lagi? Minta apa pula? Nak qiyamul-lail sama-sama ke apa? Habis? Ada lagi? Tak ada? Okay, tak ada boleh balik dah. Okay, so I will stop the class over here. Okay, selamat berbuka puasa. And I'll see you guys on Monday. So Monday kita akan on Webex. Tolong scan. Siapa yang wakil datang tu, jumpa saya dekat bawah. Alright? Okay, Assalamualaikum and goodbye.
Thank you, Doctor.
Welcome.